God, it's finally Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Christine. Good to see you guys in here. Let's go on and get that up. We've already shared it out. We've already liked ourselves. We forgot to mute. We've already liked ourselves. We forgot to mute. God, I sound like that. Jesus. Hope you guys are all doing good this morning. Been a long day already. A certain little black fuzzy buddy decided he wanted to cuddle at 2:30 this morning. Now, when the cold weather first started and we brought the kittens in here, our little orphan kittens outside, um, Ralph never woke us up at night. Never got up on the bed, never done anything. He just cuddled with the kittens. Which I mean, he makes a real good adopted daddy anyway. He was the same way with Georgie when we adopted her. Um, but yeah, here lately he's decided he missed daddy, and he likes to crawl up in bed about 2:30 in the morning. And if I have my arm on top of the blankets when I'm laying on my side, he'll use that one little claw and he'll tap my arm until I wake up and move it. And there are times when it's really cold. He wants to get up. He wants to get up under the cover, so he'll come up here and he'll start licking my mustache or my beard till I wake up. And I lift up the covers. He'll crawl under them, then turn around and lay up against me and go back to sleep. So that was a crash. Hold on, guys. That was a crash with glass involved. All right, honey. Yeah, you know he loves flowers, even fake ones. He'll get up there and try to smell them. And that's why my beard is white and everything else is brown. Oh, good morning, Christine. Good morning, Squatch. Good to see you. It's midnight. Midnight in Australia. Oh, man. Hope you guys are doing well today. Like I said, it's been a long day for me already. I've been up since, like I said, 2:30 when that little black bastard decided he wanted to cuddle with daddy. Mommy wasn't good enough. Couldn't wake her up. Sissy wasn't good enough. Couldn't go in her room, wake her up. It has to be me. Oh, man. Well, I don't know what we're going to do tonight, guys. I have contacted two different people to be on tonight's stream. One of them are colonial America reenactors that have a very popular channel on YouTube. I don't know if they I don't know if they are just too busy to respond, or if they think they're too big for us, or their panties are in a bunch, or what the deal is. Um, the other one, that felt funny. The other one, I don't even want to guess what the. But he's a ufologist that has held a governmental position before, and I want him to come on and talk about some different things going on. But yeah, got ghosted by both of them. So let me see here. Always the way they want dad. Yep. Well, Ralphie does. The others don't. Well, one of the little orphan kittens, uh, the boy, he always wants me too. He just don't know how to wake me up yet. That's why usually whenever Ralph is up there using that one little nail or he's licking me or something like that to wake me up, Tucker is behind him, just kind of watching. Is he gonna punch you and knock you off the bed? What how's he gonna react this morning? He's never up in front, so you just never know. Good morning, Sean. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well this morning. Hope hope your weather's holding up over there in Illinois. Um, we've had pretty good weather. I mean, besides fact, it was about 50 degrees yesterday and windy as hell. Other than that, it was nice until it started raining. And believe me, when it rained, it rained. I mean, the wife actually thought it was starting to sleet. It was coming down so hard on her way to work yesterday morning. She thought it was sleet. It was just rain coming down. She said it was pinging off her windshield like ice crystals. Yeah, that's the way we are over here. Looking real good so far. I mean, it's chilly out. Um, don't get me wrong, but it's uh, it's clear. So, well, I mean, it's not clear. It's overcast, but it's not icky. Hey, Brenna. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good, sweetie. But yeah, don't know what we're gonna do tonight. I'll try to make it interesting. I promise it won't be a try-on haul. I mean, that should at least make you look forward to something. It's like 31, I think. Seeing on the thing outside. I don't know what we are here. Since I started having to use, we're 35 right now. 35. 35 and cloudy. But there's no rain in the forecast, so I'm not going to bitch or complain. I might actually be able to go out and get the 18-foot limb that fell out of our tree here in the front yard, uh, broke up and moved down to the curbside today. I was going to do it yesterday. It wouldn't stop raining long enough for me to get out there. Um, so what's everybody been up to? How y'all been doing? Hey, Masha. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well up there in Canada today. I finally had a minute getting kiddos around, catch your live. Yeah. I've not seen Ty for a couple of days. I don't know. I've not heard from him for almost a week. So I didn't know what all was going on out there. But I'm glad you made it in. Last time you was in a live stream, y'all were sitting right here in the studio with me. Tomorrow says high 45. Ooh, heat wave, heat wave. a lot yesterday. Was mild and foggy. Yeah, we didn't have the fog. But yeah, it rained. It rained like hell here yesterday. I mean, hard, hard rain. Oh man, just got done uploading another video this morning, guys. I mean, at least getting up at 2:30 in the morning, I've learned to utilize my time a little bit better. Um, this one here won't be debuting until the 19th. Yes, these early mornings have taught me to not sit around here and whine about being tired, but actually do something constructive. So I'm a week or so ahead on my videos. But the video that I've got coming out on the 19th is called The Crossroads: Legend, Blues, Racism, and the Devil. Now, for those of you that know a little bit about blues music and stuff like that, I'm sure you know the story of Robert Johnson. The movie Crossroads with Ralph Macchio was modeled after, about him being a young teenage boy who was very shy, very offish, not good with women whatsoever, not even a good conversationalist because he was so shy. But he disappeared for a very, very short time and came back with legendary skills and a hell of a story to go with him. So it's definitely a good story. But yeah, we're lined up, y'all. We let me see here. What came out yesterday? Um, Yesterday was the Tuskegee Airmen, Colonel Elmer D. Jones. Um, Coming on Sunday is Slavery in Colonial America. Next Tuesday is History of Valentine's Day, a modern view of the history of Valentine's Day. Next Thursday is the 16th is Hitler's UFO development. And then, like I said, Sunday the 19th is Crossroads. So, got a pretty good lineup of videos coming for the next week. Um, Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Cheryl. Good to see the two of you. Hope you're both doing well on this Friday. Oh, still don't know what's going on with the job thing. Um, since I can't drive, the wife is doing her best to. She wants me to find something that I can get a ride to, and her cousin only lives a block away, and her husband works at a place about 15 miles away. And he had me go online, fill out an application for that place. Now there's a good possibility they make little wire harnesses and stuff there, so it's a sit down job. Um, so it's not going to be something challenging. But hey, Heisman, good to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. Um, but they also they have a audio video department, and when I put down, what I've been doing for the last 4 years and stuff like that, all of a sudden the whole automated resume thing shot over to, video production, video editing, stuff like that. So all kinds of questions. So hopefully, if I do hear something, um, Be the first job I've held since the diabetic coma and everything. So 7 years. It'll be 7 years in July since I've worked. Well, I mean, unless you want to consider this and taking care of grandma 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is really kind of funny because I put that down on the resume too. And I've got all kinds of job offers for CNA, home health care, stuff like that. And it's like, um, it's like, did anywhere on there did you see anything about me holding any special licensing or anything like that? Because I don't remember putting it on there. And besides that, why would you send me 50 miles this way when I put on the resume I want to go 15 mile this way? So, but once again, that is all based on the growth of the channel. We did break 800 yesterday. I got all the way up to 803, fell back down to 801. We all know how that goes. Every time you gain multiple people in one day, all of a sudden they pull a purge and you may gain five, lose three, then get those three back in 2 or 3 days. Who knows? But we're still trying to blow the channel up, so I can stay right here at the house and take care of the things around here. Because with us both working full time, that's going to really limit anything. So, but right now, everything's still running smooth. Um, Waiting to see what happens for Valentine's Day. I would really like to take the wife out for the first time in our entire married life. I'd like to take her out for, we've been together for 7 years and we could never leave grandma alone. Nobody else would come and help her out. So I'm really looking at possibilities of trying to take the wife out for our very first Valentine's Day out together. But once again, that's all based on watched Mountain Men last night. Forgot how good that movie is. That movie is excellent. It never grows old. I quit turning wrenches about a year ago. Now I work at a hospital in central processing, cleaning and sterilizing surgical instruments. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Kind of, you know, my mom worked in home health care for, about 20 years. And when they retired, she got bored about that far into retirement. And she's bounced for 11 or 12 years now. She's bounced back and forth between janitorial at the school or janitorial at the hospital. Janitorial at the school, janitorial at the hospital. I need a job like mine, Drew. I do access security for applications for a major hospital. 100% work from home. That would be cool. I had a bunch of people send me um, links. Rusty um, sent me several links for work from home jobs. But now that I'm using this 10-inch, I don't even want to call it a laptop. It's more like a leg top. It don't even fit across your lap. I mean, it's literally 10 inches across. So I went from a full-size desktop computer and a 36-inch monitor to 10 inches. And it don't do half of what a computer does. I haven't even attempted editing on this thing yet. I'm afraid it's going to catch fire and burn the house down. Um, yeah, I'm kind of scared to work from home because, I'm already utilizing this thing as much as possible to be able to see what's on the screen. Um, so yeah, trying to work like that all day long may be maybe a huge, humongous pain in my butt. Good morning, Sonny. Good morning, Drager. Good to see you guys. But yeah, I'd love a work from home job. I'd love a work from home job. I can take care of the stuff that I need to take care of for work. I can still keep the house clean, keep up on the laundry, go out and work in the yard this summer. But I need to do something. The wife has been supporting our family for 7 years, and I'm tired of watching her struggle. Now she's talking about getting a second job because my doctor don't want me working. And it's like I told her, frack my doctor. Good morning, Jan. Good to see you. Hope your dude just got up. Overslept today on a Friday. Drew, Michigan Works will help you if you need things to get started to work. You have disabilities. Yeah, but once again, my doctor recognizes me with disabilities, but now I've got a brand new doctor that I don't see until May 3rd. So it's going to be like a year and 4 months between doctor's visits. I got to call them today and say, hey, where's my ropinirole? Where's my painkillers? Where's my atorvastatin? Where's my, uh, God, what else am I out of? I think that's it for right now. Thank you, one and all. Hope everyone is well. Hey, Freedom, good to see you. Hope you are too. I decided to go to the grocery tomorrow morning. New doctors are a pain. I don't know how I'm going to do with this doctor. Since we have a very small clinic here, and that's all we have in our town. This is the doctor who was taking care of Grandma for that last week and a half she was with us, and misdiagnosed her and everything, and then just kind of blew it off when the wife took her to the hospital 4 days later and found out, oh wait, the doctor on Thursday said both of her lungs were working fine and she sounded great and stuff like that. Then now you're doing these tests and telling us that one lung is completely eaten up by cancer, the other lung is half collapsed and full of pneumonia. Um, and then I call the clinic and find out they issued me this new doctor, and I'm like, I'm not going to survive a week with this guy. I'm better off taking care of myself. Do you qualify for work at home because of your health? Yeah, exactly. But it's a matter of finding a work at home thing. I'm all for making money sitting here doing what I love, working on the computer and not risking my health with the dizzy spells or whatever the case may be that might take me down. I mean, I fall enough here on the carpet. I can't imagine falling on concrete at work. So I don't know. We'll just see what I can find. Yeah, he's a great doc, Freedom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good morning, Rusty. Hope you're doing well this morning, buddy. Like I said, go to see Michigan Works Disability Counselor. I will give them a call today and see what they say, because here I don't just walk in. I have to call ahead, make an appointment. Try LinkedIn app. I get job offers all the time. Okay. I'll check it out after the stream. Oh man, oh man, oh man. But like I said, I have absolutely my department's oldest member passed yesterday. 85. Wow. God rest his soul. That's always hard, man, when you see somebody who's done something they love to do for that long. But from what you've told us about the guys at your department and stuff like that, um, I'm sure they're going to give him one hell of a send off. God, get your CDL. If I could drive, dude, if I could drive, Drager, I've thought about doing the trucking thing before. But I'm losing the sight in this eye, so it's hard to. It's all part of the diabetes, diabetic blindness. I'm losing the sight in my right eye. I mean, it's kind of like taking cooking oil and rubbing it all over one lens of your glasses, and then standing in the bright light. It's like a constant haze. So, good idea. I've thought about it before. Um, I sat with him yesterday for a few hours. After I left, he passed 45 minutes later. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Wow. Yeah, he lived a long life doing what he loved to do. And as far as my concerns will be, as long as I can say that on my day, I'm not going to have no quips or qualms about closing my eyes last time. You only need one eye. That's that's sad. That's sad. Yeah, see, that's the thing. When I went and tried to get the disability thing 2 years ago, the doctor don't want me sitting for any long periods of time. I need to be able to get up, move around, stuff like that. That's why that vocational specialist that was in the disability court told the judge that, well, he's not completely disabled. He can still sit for a little bit, then has to get up and move around, stand up, do some things, sit back down. So he qualifies for 20% of the jobs in America. He could be an untrained receptionist or something. I told him, I said, dude, I live in I live in a teeny tiny village in Southwest Michigan. There's no jobs like that. And his response was, relocate, sell your house, and move somewhere where there are jobs like that. Kind of hope the dude like breaks his leg or something like that and can't get back and forth to work for a while, and then sees what it's like to be limited on what you can do. I know you shouldn't wish hateful shit on people, but once in a while it's kind of funny to see their reactions when you do. We're doing the entire deal at the firehouse. There you go. That's how it should be. My friend was like that, Drew. She worked for Myers grocery store at a call center from home. Yeah, they act like it's so easy. But the ones who act like it's really easy are the first ones to run off whining and crying when the stuff happens to them. It's like, and I just hope that when something happens, if they get a knee replaced, have to get a hip replaced, or something like that, I really hope and pray that they have somebody like them sitting there in disability court, saying, well, he can still use his hands. Well, he can still do this. Yeah, but he has no mobility. He can still use everything from the waist up. Well, then he qualifies for blah, blah, blah percent of the jobs in America. He's not disabled. So, sadly enough, diabetes is a lot like HIV. It's an immune deficiency syndrome. It attacks multiple systems of the body. It attacks your muscles, it attacks your joints, it attacks your eyes, it attacks your hearing, it attacks your brain, it attacks everything. And it makes you very, very susceptible to illness. It makes you very, very susceptible to pneumonia, COVID. So I mean, it attacks multiple systems of the body, and especially when you're like me, and they've tried multiple types of insulin on me, and all insulin does is make me very angry, makes me very mean, um, makes me very mean. And I keep telling them, I said, what if my body is insulin resistant? Oh, no, that's very, very rare that you're insulin resistant. Let's try this one. And then you want to cut your family into little pieces and stick them inside grocery sacks and carry them through town talking to them. She loved it. They don't care exactly if it doesn't affect them. I'm going this morning because our state reps have an office hours and I have some quims. Oh, there you go. Quim him. Oh, believe it or not, Tony, I've met 4 people in the last year. 4 people in the last year who have got full disability because of type 2 diabetes, because it attacked their systems so harshly. I just met a guy a few months ago that's been on disability for like 6 or 6.5 years, because of type 2 diabetes. Dandelion tea. Can you just make that from dandelions in your yard? Or do they actually make a dandelion tea? Because I don't have any place around here in this little village that sells anything like that. I had a manager in the warehouse. It treated me like I was garbage for 10 years because of my back. He tried his best to break me and get me to quit. 10 years later, he blew his back out. Wow. Make tea with the roots. Hmm. I'll have to check into that. I've never yeah, sounds like karma. Yeah. I've never heard of dandelion tea. I mean, I've heard of dandelion tea, but I didn't know what it helped. I just thought it was like peppermint tea or whatever, just an old um, home tea. I didn't know it had any type of homeopathic um, benefits. Rusty's firing it up. All right, this will be my first time doing Today in History off of this little teeny tiny thing, guys, so bear with me. Uh, you remember back when Rusty used to do talk to text when he done Today in History? Remember all the funny words and stuff that came out? That's probably what you're getting ready to observe with me trying to read this when my letters are only that big instead of that big. All right, here we go. 1676, Wampanoag Indians under King Philip kill all men in Lancaster, Massachusetts. Aren't held accountable for misdiagnosing. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. 1774, Andrew Becker demonstrates diving suit. Told you. 1807, U.S. Coast Survey authorized by Congress. 1846, beginning of Mormon march to western U.S. Where's my eye patch? That would help. It would help if I shut that thing off. But 1855, U.S. citizenship laws amended. All children of U.S. parents born abroad granted U.S. citizenship. There you guys go. You know what an Amazon Fire is? My screen is double this width. It's a trap. 1863, first U.S. fire extinguisher patent granted to Allison Crane of Virginia. Really? Tried reporting you to CPS, even though they know the situation that you've been in for the last 2 years, and they tried reporting you even though they've been the ones to repeatedly break the court orders and the laws about letting her come to the school to see the kids and stuff. I swear to God, dude, the faster we can get you out of Iowa, the better your life's going to be. I'm using one now. Okay, so you know. 1868, conservatives and military seize Convention Hall in Florida. I I couldn't tell if it said hall or half. 1870, city of Anaheim in California incorporates for the first time, but disincorporates after 2 years as the tax burden was too high. Okay. 1870, the Young Women's Christian Association, the YWCA, forms in New York City. Come to my house, seeing kids are not being neglected. No, both of them got bulgy little bellies. You can definitely tell they're not neglected. 1879, first electric arc light used in the California theater. It's all right. Y'all can laugh at me. I don't care. I don't care. I've learned to laugh about it. Santee and I were talking yesterday, and we both decided that if you can't laugh at life, you better just lay down and wait to die. Because every single day, regardless of how together you think your life is, funny shit's gonna happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. 1883, fire at uninsured New Hall Hotel in Milwaukee, Wisconsin kills 71. 1890, around 11 million acres ceded to U.S. by Sioux Indians, then opened for settlement. 1897, New York Times begins using slogan, all the news that's fit to print. All the news that's fit to print. And some that's not fit for anyone. 1899, minus 39 degrees Fahrenheit, 39 degrees Celsius. Milligan, Ohio, state lowest record temperature. 1915, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson protests to Britain on the use of U.S. flags on British merchant ships to deceive the Germans. Laughter makes you healthier. That's what they say. Where the heck is Milligan, Ohio? That's a good question. I, I got no clue. Never heard of it. The school accused me of neglect, claiming I don't have food, clothes, and proper housing, saying I refuse my kids' health. Well, that should have been easy enough to prove that they're full of bull dukas. I mean, they go to the doctor whenever anything's wrong. Neither one of them are starving. I mean, my God, you go out and spend crap load of money on groceries just to give them what they want. I mean, come on, dude. I'm sitting here eating chili dogs, and those girls are getting, you know, um, king crab legs. I mean, seriously. If spoiling your kids is neglecting them, then yeah, I can see that you're guilty. But neglecting, not a snowball's chance in hell, bud. Yeah, you shouldn't put up with it. You shouldn't put up with it. And to be honest with you, I would not be surprised one bit if she didn't have something to do with it. I wouldn't be surprised one bit if she didn't have a little something, something, little hand in it somewhere. Like maybe getting a hold of the school and saying, hey, there's a restraining order against me. I'm not supposed to, know anything about the kids and stuff like that. But I do believe this, and this is occurring. So I wouldn't put it past her. She's done dirtier before. 1925, first waterless gas storage tank put into service, Michigan City, Indiana. 1927, U.S. President Calvin Coolidge asked for that's even worse, second disarmament conference. It was a school nurse. My ex is too focused on getting her son back. Good luck with that. Unfit mom means unfit mom, which means none of your kids come back to you. 1930, Grain Stabilization Corporation, authorized by Congress. 1931, Richard Rodgers and Lorenz Hart's musical American Sweetheart premieres on Broadway at the Broadhurst Theater, New York City. With my beard like this and reenactment season starting up, if I had a Confederate general's uniform, I could probably get a gig or two as Robert E. Lee, very possibly, because he did enjoy a good cigar and had a nice white beard. 1933, delivery of first singing telegram, Postal Telegram Company, New York City. And she took a drug test to get him back. Last I knew, last week, they were waiting on results. She passed. She can have her son back. Wow. Wow. Now, see, here in the state of Michigan, if you're proven an unfit parent and you've lost your kids, then you're unfit. You can't get any of your kids back. You can't pick and choose, especially one with special needs. And he is autistic, and that's very special. So, yeah, if you can't take care of regular kids within the legal parameters of what taking care of kids is, How do they think you can take care of a special needs child? All right, let's see here. Let's see here. 1934, Bird souvenir sheet issued. New York City, first unperforated, ungummed U.S. stamp. 1939, Stagecoach, Western film directed by John Ford, starring Claire Trevor and John Wayne, premieres in Miami. 1940, In the Mood by Glenn Miller hits number one. We won state band competition with that song. 1940, Tom and Jerry cartoon created by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera, debut by MGM. And I buy a house away from Iowa. There you go. Smart move. Smart move. 1941, first highway post office makes first highway post office makes first trip, Washington, D.C. to Harrisonburg, Virginia. 1942, American chemist James Franklin Hyde is granted a patent for fused silica. 1942, Glenn Miller awarded first ever gold record for selling 1 million copies of Chattanooga Choo Choo. 1945, Rum and Coca-Cola by the Andrews Sisters hits number one. Oh, one thing too, for those of you who are not familiar with who the gentleman's about um, that I done the video Crossroads about. He is famous for Delta blues songs like Sweet Home Chicago. He was actually the original performer of Sweet Home Chicago. So anybody who knows anything about blues music or Delta blues might be familiar with some other songs that Robert Johnson did while he was alive. He only lived 27 years. Only lived 27 years. Only lived a few years after the whole Devil at the Crossroads incident that the video's about. So 1946, Charles Lucky Luciano is deported to Italy and never returns to the United States. 1949, Arthur Miller's stage drama Death of a Salesman, starring Lee J. Cobb and Arthur Kennedy, and directed by Elia Kazan, opens at Morosco Theater, New York City, runs for 742 performances. 1951, John and Marcia by Stan Freberg, a parody of daytime soap operas, which had only two voices repeating each other's names, peaks at number 21 in the USA. They made a Supernatural episode about him. Surprised I never seen that. I used to be a big fan of Supernatural when it was on. As a matter of fact, I've kind of thought of utilizing some of their special effects and things in one of the videos. You know, the car and stuff. 1954, President Dwight Eisenhower warns against U.S. intervention in Vietnam. 1956, My Friend Flicka premieres on CBS, later NBC TV. 1959, tornado in St. Louis kills 19, injures 265. Crossroad Demon episode. I have to see if I could find something on that. Crossroad Demon. I'll remember that. That's easy. 1974. Yeah, that was a mistake. They made me. They made back then. Season 1 or season 2? Not sure off the top of my head. I'll have to look and see. 1960, Unsinkable Molly Brown closes at Winter Garden, New York City after 532 performances. 1961, Niagara Falls Hydroelectric Project begins producing power. Cool. 1961, Walter Piston's Seventh Symphony, commissioned by the Philadelphia Orchestra, premieres under direction of Eugene Ormandy, wins 1961 Pulitzer Prize. Another bad thing about being diabetic. One teeny tiny little scratch and you bleed like a sieve. All right. Time for that old shaver's trick my dad taught me. First time I picked up a razor. I can get back to this again. How far behind am I? Oh, not far. 1964, WBGU TV Channel 27 in Bowling Green, Ohio begins broadcasting. 1966, Valley of the Dolls by Jacqueline Susan is published by Bernard Geese Associates US, sold over 31 million copies. Good morning, John. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good this morning. 1967, 25th Amendment, U.S. Presidential Disability and Secession ratified. 1970, 26.4 centimeter precipitation falls at Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Ugh. Burp. That's what I get for not trying to burp out loud. Keep it all on the inside and makes your lungs just kind of like a burp and a hiccup at the same time. (1971) A&M Records releases Tapestry, the second album by singer-songwriter Carole King. Wins 4 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year 1972, tops charts in 4 countries. 1971, John Gurry's stage comedy House of Blue Leaves opens at the Truck and Warehouse Theater, New York City. Runs for 337 performances. Stop looking on my bald spot. I got to bend down. And I know it's there. The wife points it out to me every time she sees it. Your back of your head's starting to look like your dad. 1973, 38-meter wide gas tank on Staten Island explodes. 40 die. That's a big gas tank. 1974, Gigi closes at Uris Theater, New York City after 103 performances. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate that. 83-meter, not 38-meter. 1978, Frank C. Carlucci succeeds John F. Blake as Deputy Director of the CIA. U.S. premiere of Blue Collar, Paul Schrader's first film direction. Well, size doesn't always matter, but there's a significant difference you may want to let someone know about between 38 meters and 83 meters. Why are the Italians always in the CIA? Because they have all those connections for those special assignments. I probably shouldn't have said that. (1981) 8 killed and 198 injured by fire in the Las Vegas Hilton. Jeez, who criminy. 1985, Challenger moves to Vehicle Assembly Building at Kennedy Space Center, Florida for mating of STS-51E mission. Government paid for their enjoyment. (1989) Miami Vice's 100th episode seen on TV. I remember that show. My mom always liked Crockett and Tubbs. That's a good show. 1989, Ron Brown chosen first African American chairman of a major U.S. party. Those were the good old days. You know something? This is going to help a lot. I'll just be a little darker for y'all. 1989, U.S. performs a nuclear test at the Nevada test site. And what would a day in history be without at least one nuclear test in Nevada? Give me some Lucy or Dick Van Dyke. That's how I am with Paladin, Have Gun Will Travel, Gunsmoke, Little House on the Prairie, Ponderosa, Bonanza. Um, How the West Was Won. "1992 Dangerous Women" final episode on WWOR TV. 1992 Mike Tyson convicted of raping Desiree Washington in Indiana. Michael Jackson talks to Oprah. 1993, Michael Jackson talks to Oprah Winfrey airs on ABC and drew an astounding 39.3 rating, 56 share, 90 million people. Tubi does play a lot of older shows. Wanted Dead or Alive. Oh yeah. You guys remember an old show called The Millionaire? You know, where he would just randomly pick somebody and his butler, attache, whatever you want to call him, would go and deliver this check for like $100,000 or something to him. 1997 13th Soap Opera Digest Awards General Hospital wins. "1997 Limerick Nelson found guilty in the fatal stabbing of Hasidic Jew Yanko Rosenbaum in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, 1991. Wish somebody'd give me $1,000,000. I'm not greedy. I'd be happy with $10,000. Actually, to be honest with you, I would be happy with $50,000. It would pay the house off. It would get me some brand new equipment for in here, namely another computer I can see and a couple new microphones so I can start using them again. And it would pay the wife's car off. And yeah, yep. Not paying to watch TV, just the electric to run it. Trial of interest. 1997 O.J. Simpson jury reaches decision on $25 million in punitive damages. 1998 AOL raises monthly flat rate internet access from $19.95 to $21.95. 1998 Olympic figure skater Peggy Fleming undergoes breast cancer surgery. Good morning, Ferris the fam. Working so can't stay long. Oh, hey, Trina. That's fine. Glad you stopped in and said hi anyway. Tubi and Freebie. Got both of them. Love them. I'm in the woods, freedoms. I just have internet on my cell phone. 2008 50th Grammy Awards. Amy Winehouse wins 5 awards, including Song Rehab. Herbie Hancock wins Album of the Year. In 2008. Yeah. I wish I only have it for my chitlins, otherwise wouldn't care. 2014, This Is How We Roll, single released by Florida Georgia Line, featuring Luke Bryan, Billboard Song of the Year 2014. First bag of coffee's down, guys. Now we get to when today in history is over with, we get to sit down and try to figure out which one I'm going to open next. 2015, American comedian Jon Stewart announces he will be leaving late night talk and satirical news program The Daily Show at the end of the year. 2016, Republican presidential candidate Carly Fiorina and Chris Christie suspend their campaign. Very fun times. All right, we're good now. No more seepage. 2019, sexual abuse investigation into U.S. Southern Baptist churches reveals 400 church members implicated with over 700 victims, according to the Houston Chronicle and the San Antonio Express News. And that's all, folks. Thank you, Rusty, for coming in and making the show interesting this morning so they didn't have to sit here and keep looking at my bald spot. Trying to see here, what was I working on this morning? Oh, yes, that's it. The Life of Aaron Burr. But all right, guys, like I said, that first bag of coffee is gone. It made this last pot of coffee this morning. So, we get to decide. Are we going to open just black? Are we going to open the Spirit of 76? How about Loyalty Roast? Or is it going to be Gunship? All right, let me see here. Missed coffee this morning. Just have fat fingers. So I finally got my CCW. Now I can find a holster. Now I can't find a holster that I will use. Spirit gets my vote. Okay, gotta go. I gotta go to church and do some kitchen work. Everybody have a good weekend. Catch you folks on Monday. Sounds good, Rusty. You have a good day, bud. Don't work too awful hard. I know the church can use you, but you're not the only one, bud. Don't take the weight of the world on your shoulders. male dog got loose yesterday morning from a walking type out. I have to go and ball his ass out of dog jail. Now I'm officially broke. All right, well, it looks like Spirit of 76. Spirit of 76 got the only 2 votes. So that's what we're going to start on next pot of coffee. Oh, put that one right over there. Slip these 3 right back over here on my little table. Good morning. Hey, Jay. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well this morning. Drive out. Country route. See you tonight. Yep. Don't know what we're going to do yet. I've had 2 no responses this week on guests. So, unless I can pull a rabbit out of my hat that I didn't know lived there, it may just be my face. He would have returned home. Yeah, but every buck they can make, man, goes back into the county or into their pockets. '76 was a good year. It was. He'd make a nice rug. Oh, I'm sure Tony could liven things up on a live stream. We just got to figure out how to. We just got to figure out how to get him a little bit better internet connectivity, where we don't got to worry about losing him and stuff like that. I think Tony'd be fun in here on a live stream. God, that stuff's good. We wouldn't stop laughing. See, can't use StreamYard. They have this new thing on YouTube, I've noticed, and I don't know if this phone will do it or not, but when you go into YouTube and you hit the little thingy right here, do you see where it says stream together or go live together? I've never tried that. I don't even know how it works. So apparently they're making it where 2 different channels can go live together at the same time. I've not found a video on it yet. I've not found an explanation on it yet. Nothing. Normally when they do new things, I have one of those YouTube consultant things that pops up in my what do they call it? Suggested videos. I've not had anything pop up yet. Don't know nothing about it. I would be far better in the mornings. 1976, all the picket lines stopped and people went back to work from the strikes. We see about setting up laptop number 2 and using 2 connections. Huh. Whatever, bud. You know, I'm more than happy to have you up on a live stream anytime. Like I said, you've got a few of us in here that'll listen to your show when you're on, and it is funny, crude, rude, and at times socially unacceptable, but still very funny. Time for work, my love.
Yes.
Don't sound so excited.
Rather be sleeping. I'm tired now.
I know.
Have been up for 6
Did
hours.
did your breakfast pizza?
Make me sleepier? Yes. Oh my god.
I'll get them. Don't worry about it.
My big ass ruins everything.
It's a fluffy
You're
butt.
not coming in.
It's fluffy. It's
Love
not
you.
big. Love you. To be able to do hosted streams directly through the tube. I see it on my phone. Wonder if they're trying to bring StreamYard features like panels. Now, see, that's very possible, Sean. That's very possible. Like I said, I've not seen anything on it yet, so I have no clue how it works. I suck with tech. Better you than me. Sean, yeah, freedom. My dad was on strike 72 to 74. Then the car plans for striking till 76. It is curbing the unacceptable shit today. It is curbing the unacceptable shit that I worry about. Hmm. Yeah, even though I've had um, a couple larger channels that decide to ghost me when it come to responding about being on um, one of our Friday evening deals. I'm still not giving up. I've actually got a couple of larger personalities that don't really do anything on YouTube that I'm going to try to get a hold of for the future. One of them is on tour right now, so I don't know what his availability is going to be. Um, but I've been friends with him on Facebook since before he was even super well known. Um, so we'll see. Bailout in 08, 9/11. I remember in the late 70s, automobile plants did a huge hiring. Psh, no, actually, I don't. I don't. I was 10. I didn't care. I didn't even watch the news. We'll see you later, Tony. You take care of yourself, bud. But anyway, this one person that I'm going to be contacting today, um, He's done things like Last Comic Standing, America's Got Talent, all kinds of stuff. Now he tours the country as a professional comedian, and I frankly think that he would be very interesting to have on. So I'm going to try my best to get him on. Like I said, it might have to be later in the year when he's not touring anymore. When he's just sitting back at his house with his kids and stuff in Boulder, Colorado. Um, we'll just have to wait and see. My dad was striking, and his union had the guys apply for food stamps. Um, my dad had to pay them back when he went back to work. Wow. Oh, he's a very interesting person. He's a very interesting person. Now we'll just see if he responds to me or not. See if he remembers me. We've not talked in a few years, so I'll see if he remembers me. Um, no, 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 not Larry the Cable Guy. No, 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 no. This dude. This dude often. I'm not going to do any name drops or anything like that, but this dude often um, in his comedy act talks about people mistaking him for being drunk. Because of how he. I can't remember. I think he has cerebral palsy. So try to get the moonshiners. Oh, I'd love to get some moonshiners. I'd love to get some. Shoot. Even though the show's 99.9% fake, I'd love to get some of the Mountain Monster guys. If they're funny on TV, could you imagine them sitting in their own home, kicking back, talking to you on a live stream? The guy I get my mountain lamps from is friends with him. Tim the Tool Man is from Detroit. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, I did not know that. I know indie wrestlers. He even makes moonshine still lamps that they send him the pieces. That's cool. It's like Kid Rock is from Detroit too. Yeah, Kid Rock, Eminem. You know, God, they didn't call it Detroit Rock City for nothing. I mean, there's a lot of music performers that came from up in the area around Detroit and stuff. But several of them, even today, 30 years after they were popular, 35 years after they were 40 years after they were popular, they're still doing short tours, or they're virtually impossible to get a hold of. So, we only have the Lachey's from Cincinnati. Well, Nick Lachey. I'm sure he probably couldn't get me in touch with his ex-wife. Um, though it'd be kind of cool to have her on here. Kid Rock comes up here to Hell, Michigan, to the mud bogs. Jessica. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to have her on me. I'll have her on here with me. Okay, she's left already. Kid Rock would be kind of cool. I actually seen a video from him not very long ago. I guess he's joined some conservancy or something about preserving historic landmarks. Um, I guess there's some old home in Tennessee, I think it was, that was the original birthplace of some historic figure. I don't remember if it was a Civil War soldier or who it was, but the house has fallen in such disarray over the years that the state's talking about tearing it down. It would cost too many hundreds of thousands of dollars to fix it up, and he's jumped on the bandwagon about trying to preserve this home and find some multi-millionaire to buy it, to fix it up and do something with it instead of having the state completely tear it down. But I seen pictures and some short video clips of the house, and yeah, it would take hundreds of thousands of dollars to fix it up. Hey, fishing, good to see you, bud. Yes, I'm gonna blow up your channel. Yeah, exactly, Sonny. That would be absolutely wonderful. Martin Sheen's from here. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. That's like what's red and white and hangs from a tree. A baby that got hit by a snowblower. Emilio has a home here. Just south of me in Syracuse, Indiana. Um, oh my God, we've got Loretta Lynn. um, Paul Stanley from Kiss, um, Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses, um, several big name stars that all own houses right there around the lake. So now try to get through their iron gate, knock on their door, and say hi to them. They even have multiple cameras set up because of all the boating on the lake and stuff like that. They've got multiple cameras set up all over their yards and their houses pointing out at the lake so they can see anybody approaching their property from the lakeside. Why you buy a home in a large tourist area and then walk through town doing your shopping and stuff when you're there and expect people to not come to visit you is beyond me. I was just thinking about Kid Rock because he does a lot to build the history stuff. A lot, yeah. I'd love to go to Butcher Hollow. Butcher Holler. Holler. Butcher Holler. Yeah, it would be great to get somebody big on here that would really blow up the channel. But I have flashbacks to when Steph and I got married. And you know, trying to get a hold of, that famous musical cousin of mine I've told you guys about that lives just east of Nashville and inviting him to the wedding because, him and I have never met. My dad and his dad have played together when they were younger. Um, but I've never met Tim. Now, Tug McGraw and my dad, they were second cousins and played together at Great Grandma Mahoney, who was originally a McGraw. Um, but getting a hold of him, I had to go through his management company, and I don't even know if he ever even got the letter or not. So inviting him to the wedding because I told him, I said, listen, it's a small town. There's only like 3,000 people here. Nobody bothers anybody. We're only going to have like 50 or 60 people at the wedding. I know how important family and family history and stuff is important. Your dad and my dad had a chance to hang out on a few occasions when they were little. I would love to meet you and your wife, and you're more than welcome to come because I think him and I are like third cousins or something. But we never got. I don't even know if I never got a response, so I don't know. Would love to investigate the ranch. I know of someone who just stated she's dropping back from following large channels, wants to support small channels. Now, see, that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. We broke 800 last night, guys. We went from what were we at? 797. We went up to 803 and dropped back to 801. But it's like I said in the beginning of the live stream, every time you get 5 or 6 people that all join within like an hour time, they always do the purge thing overnight, and you may lose 2 or 3. But within the next 2 or 3 days, you get them back. So It would be nice to have, that one big, awesome guest that would really draw attention in. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe one day. Well, what YouTube is doing, Sonny, is they're getting rid of dead accounts. You've got all kinds of people who start channels and may post 8 or 10 or 12 videos, the first month or two that they're active. Then they don't do anything for 3 or 4 years except use that account to go out and subscribe to other accounts. YouTube makes no money off of them. So you eliminate those and open up more space for an active channel to start, even though there's no limit to how many channels they can have on the platform. You still eliminate the dead space and, start concentrating more on those active channels and their development and everything. So I can kind of understand it. Um, if you guys, those of you that were with me on the original channel, you guys know how hard I struggled to hit that 1,000 the first time, and I hit it on our big 24-hour New Year's live stream. As a matter of fact, I think we gained like 15 or 20 members that night, new members. And the next day, midday, January 1st, I lost like half of them. And then it took me almost a week to get them back. So that's when they started, that's about the time they started doing the purge thing. And it's been a continuous automated computer ran daily thing now. Whenever you get a large number, be it 5 or 10 or 20 or whatever, you're going to lose about half of them within the next day or two, and uh, it may take a week to get them back, and some of them may never come back because they're inactive channels. So you just never know. You never know. I try not to follow big channels. Mostly they don't need help getting noticed. Yeah, very true. Step back from big channels. There's still a few of them I follow. I mean, not super big channels, but we have a few friends out there like AAP and Becca. Love them to pieces. I'd take a bullet for Luke or Becca. I've known them since I first got started on my YouTube journey, and almost met them last year for the first time at Ghostorama, and things came up. They couldn't make it down to Paw Paw for that. I'm really hoping to get them there this year. I think it'd be kind of cool to get them down there and actually hang out with them for a little bit. YouTube takes subs from people if we're not watching as regular as I think they should. I've seen it happen. Yeah, they have. They've done it. They've done it. Most seems to do well as alternative. I'm only on YouTube. I just watch. I don't do videos. A few paranormal, but I hard time getting people to my channel. Oh, I know, Jam. I know. I'll tell you what. They did an amazing live stream yesterday. I think before it was all said and done, they done 19 giveaways yesterday. I mean, it was amazing. I've never seen, and Luke, poor Luke, he's been sicker than hell because of that pneumonia shot. And he, uh, he kept saying, I'm going to let Becker run the second half of this. He sat there till the end. He sat there till the end of it. He gumped it right through. And I feel sorry for him today. I'll be on there today watching them on on their Friday thing they do. But span most people watch. I actually caught your live. Hey, Mystical, good to see you. Yes, you did. Um, short videos. I did some of it. Had to step back, figure some things out before I do more. Of course, I got to hang out with Luke and Becca. Did some metal detecting, magnet fishing. It was a great time. I bet it was. Luke just strikes me as the kind that's about as genuine gets. What you see sitting up there on the screen is the same person he is face to face with you, and that's what I like about him. You know, every time I've ever emailed him or said anything to him, um, they've always been quick to respond. So, oh yeah, I like Pawpaw. We stayed at Indian Grounds with our gold panning group. Oh, cool. I normally do my Etsy, eBay, Macari products list all morning. Oh wow, they definitely pull some interesting things with magnet fishing. Oh yeah, very interesting. Yeah, it's just never seen it. Just last year, especially. But you know, this year, even though Grandma's gone now, you know, I'm still stuck on that transportation thing, and that's the worst thing is not being able to drive. You know, knowing like you or Battery can come into town or come into the state to do an investigation or something, and you know, I have no way to get to you. Um, Hopefully, we'll be able to work on that this year, and we'll all get to meet up and do something together. Let's see here. Work Cement Tucson, Maple River. Oh, okay. I don't know where that's at down there, Sonny. I'll have to look that up. Yep, Lisa and I will be coming down there sometime this year um, to definitely hit some locations down there in your area. Good to see you too, Mystical. I've got to I've got to check into this new thing that YouTube's got going on with moderators and stuff like that. I've heard Luke talk about it a couple times. Luke and Becca both, and something about a moderator manager. Supposedly, you click just like you do when you make somebody a moderator or something, and you can make certain people a moderator manager where they can manage all the moderators and you know stuff like that. So alleviate a little bit more off the creator's back and push the responsibility to somebody else. You know, it's kind of like Instead of me doing today in history, I pushed it off on Rusty. Good morning, Lee. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Cool. Sounds good, Jan. Um, that's glad why I'm glad I live where I do because I'm not strong enough to drive. I call our county buses. They drop me off, pick me up when I want. That's really cool. I wish our county had stuff like that. I mean, they have a little bus thing. Um, they have a little bus thing here in town, but it's so bloody damn expensive. A lot of people can't afford it. I mean, it costs as much to take the bus as it does to hire a taxi. I think our bus's minimum is $5. Now, understand, I can get on a regular transit bus in Indianapolis and only pay $1.50 and go anywhere in the city and get free passes to move from one bus to the next. So if I need to take three different buses from the northwest side of Indianapolis to the southeast side of Indianapolis, I'll pay $1.50 and get passes to get back on. And that's Indianapolis. That's, what, 25 miles across, 30 miles across. But I get on the bus here and it costs me $5 to go 10 blocks. And then I got to pay another $5 to get back on the bus to come back home. And when you're like me and you have a total of 31 cents in your pocket, oh wait, I forgot. I keep a spare quarter in my right pocket just in case I happen to get lucky enough to get enough money to buy a scratch off on occasion. But I don't count that one as money. So if you have 31 cents in your pocket, $5 might as well be $500. I just had to take the wife to work. Well, I'm glad you got her there safely in one piece. Do 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 do. Don't know what that was. Ours is $1 each stop for disability, $2 for regular people. Okay, time to start delivering seating. All right, Jay, be careful, bud. Take care of yourself, and we'll catch you tonight. Do 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 do. Man, that's annoying. Downtown Chicago, it's $5 for a day pass for unlimited rides on L trains and buses. I'd like to hear the tone for money coming in. Yeah, so would I. That'd be really kind of cool. I'm still waiting on that email from that wealthy benefactor that says, "Hey, watched your show, love it. Know you need help getting everything squared away, getting a professional studio, professional editing grams, editing programs and stuff. Just send me a number. What do you need? And I'll get it PayPal to you." I'd I'd probably be doing my live stream from a hospital room that night from the minor stroke that I have. So, yeah. No problem, Sean. Believe it or not, I didn't even know you didn't have a wrench. I thought you did. I thought you did. As long as you and I have known each other, as long as I've been watching your videos and you've been watching mine and coming into the live streams, I thought you had one. And I just happened to glance down at the screen and I realized you were still gray. And I'm like, what the? I thought, well, we're fixing this real quick. You too, Freedom. Prayers and blessings to you as well. You have yourself a wonderful day. About 10 miles from a little town for the shores. I did on the old channel. Yeah, and see, that's probably why I just spaced it when I got the new channel set up. Man, we're down to like 3.5 minutes. What the Jesus? So in the Winter War was on hold. So in the Winter War was on hold. Hold. Sometimes YouTube drops them out. Okay, yeah, see, I didn't know that. Hey, fishing, when you coming back this way, man? Warm weather's coming. No, but there's going to be a battle the next time that damn gopher comes out of his hole in Puxatawny, Pennsylvania, and says there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. There's going to be a battle. It's going to be no. It's not really going to be a battle. It's going to be a sniping. Oh, just war is tough when the weather kills warriors. Very true. Very true. We had 3 beautiful, nice days, and now snow coming back in on Sunday here in East Tennessee. We're still looking pretty. I don't know what we are for the day today. What are we gonna be for the day today? Yesterday was rainy and windy. Hey, we're almost at the high. 35 right now. We got a high of 36 today. Yesterday was almost 50 degrees. The day before yesterday was 51 degrees. So now we're back down again. What's it say about the weather? Weather. 36, 44, 48, 44, 51, 58 on next Wednesday with rain, and 52 on next Thursday with lots of rain. Welcome to Michigan. I have a hair appointment at 10:30. Need something done with my crazy curly hair. Kill the rodent. We ain't had any damn nice days. Nice. 50 plus and sunny with no wind. I need to fix my Suburban. Throw it in here. I'm waiting for next week because it's going to be warmer. Oh, yes. What did I get wind like I did yesterday? It's going to be much nicer next week. I'm looking forward to that 58. I might actually cook on the grill, who knows. But all right, guys and gals, it is that time. It is time for me to be like a fat baby and head out. Time for me to be like a tree and leave. Time for me to be like a bunch of birds and get the flock out of here. I'm going to start working on some more videos, getting things squared up for the next couple weeks, and we'll figure something out for tonight. One way or another, I'm not going to say it'll be fun. I'll be a damn dirty liar. Let's just say one way or another it'll be. So, I am out of here. We'll see you guys tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But until then, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll catch y'all later. Have a good evening, or have a good something. I don't know. Old and senile. And getting worse.